AI image generators have a math problem. You can throw words at them and they'll spit out photos and images, but they're not necessarily going to have aesthetic or artistic style or even represent what you're trying to do sometimes. It takes a lot of prompt work to get them to look the way you want them to look. If you've seen this channel, you know I've struggled with this. Another thing they're really bad at is character consistency. If you're not prompting with a ton of reference images, a character's just going to drift the more you, especially if there's a lot of like rotation and that kind of thing, it's going to drift and not look like the person you want it to look like. So this is why I got pretty excited when Higgsfield rolled out Soul, because they allow you to train their model with a bunch of character images. And now in Soul version 2, which just came out, I think you can upload something like 80 images, and it's clear that they've improved the model with a ton of artistic data. So I'm going to share with you this experiment I did and some of the cool things you can do with it. Let's get into it. So I'm going to take you over to Higgsfield and we're going to look at this, this little experiment I did where I tried to get Dr. Grant to be in a Wes Anderson version of Jurassic Park. All right, here we are. If we're looking here, this is Higgsfield. If you don't know what Higgsfield is, it's a third-party platform that brings a bunch of models together so you can generate videos and images. They also build their own models, which Higgsfield Soul 2.0 is their own model. So they have this thing here called Soul ID, character ID. Basically what you can do is you can create your own character. You just drop in, I think, how many does it, I think it's, oh, like when I was doing it, it said up to 80 or 90 images. You can upload a ton of images and they can be super high res. The higher fidelity, the better your images will look. So I didn't have a bunch of great images, but I had some, and I made the T-800 Arnold Schwarzenegger from Terminator 2 and Dr. Alan Grant. You know, so if you look at the model, I just got a bunch of images of Dr. Grant as high resolution as I could, and with as many different angles, so that way I could control like if he's going to be a profile or 3/4 view or whatever. The more you give it, the better. So I uploaded that. It takes a while for it to generate your character, a few minutes or so, and then once you have these characters modeled, you can go into Soul, which is their image generator. So let's go over there now. So if you go Higgsfield 2.0 here. So you can load up the character, right? What I was going for here is I wanted to give this a Wes Anderson aesthetic. What does Dr. Grant look like in Wes Anderson's version of Jurassic Park? Well, maybe like this. So I wrote out this big prompt, and you know, if you're interested in my prompt, you know, that's what I said. A bunch of different detail. I basically researched the aesthetic of Wes Anderson and brought it in here. So then I started generating a bunch of images. The thing that I thought was very interesting about Soul is that it's fast. Like it is, like compared to Nano Banana or Sea Dream, it will generate probably twice as fast. It might have just been a good night when I was doing it where there's not a lot of traffic, but it was like, you know, every like 30 seconds or less I'd have a new photo, which is why you see so many of them. This is sort of the first batch of Dr. Grant images. I think after I was looking at this and I was like, okay, that's enough pink. Let's see if we can change it up. And so I started looking in the tool here, and there's this color transfer feature. And so I just went and I found a bunch of Wes Anderson color palettes and a bunch of different hex codes. And I uploaded them here, and I thought I think this is the Life Aquatic one, but I was like, this is a better looking Jurassic Park color palette. So like, let's put that in here. And so when you generate your image, you can go ahead and like click that color palette, and let me switch back over to Alan Grant. And then it also has these style influences. And this is what I think they trained the model on, a bunch of different like creative artistic photos. And so you can go in here and be like, okay, I want this one to have like, I don't know, is there a film noir one right here, like retro black and white? So I want to have a retro black and white of, let's go, okay, Dr. Grant is eating a hot dog on the streets of NYC. And then I'll go ahead and hit generate. It's gonna have that color palette. Why would I put a color palette on I'm gonna take the color palette off. We don't need a color palette on a black and white. Actually, let's not do black and white. So instead of doing black and white, let's find a, I don't know, what's a cool like flash editorial. Let's see what that does. All right, click generate, and then boom, we're generating. So it's going to take all these things and bring them all together. And I think the more you put in your prompt, the more control you can have over it. I was getting things like, you know, I wanted street photography of Arnold eating a slice of pizza in New York City. And that's what it gave me. Although I don't know what that is. That's not good. But you can see what I mean. You could have there's a lot of versatility in this. You know, I got him in this like sort of wooden 70s room. All of these, this is the warm aesthetic mood board. All of these are being generated from a mood board, which is great because you can actually like tell a story with a mood board. So you can see some of this, right? And then going back to my Wes Anderson stuff, this is kind of where, you know, I landed with the Arnold Schwarzenegger one. Pretty cool. I mean, this is like obviously very kitschy and it's a vibe, but the fact that it did this and it did it so quickly and the character looks consistent, it doesn't look rubbery like you get out of some of the other image models. I was pretty impressed with this. You can do a lot with this. In fact, maybe I'll post it as a carousel on my Instagram. I like it. You know, and then I did one him at the beach. I don't know why, but whatever. I was just grabbing him window shopping. You know, kind of looks like a photo. Pretty convincing. Yeah, so you can see a bunch, and then here's some stuff where I had some weird issues with the prompt. I was putting in, the prompt was like messed up. I had to edit the prompt. But because these were generating so fast, it was pretty easy for me to just go and iterate and back and forth. And you can see I'm changing the palette as I'm going through this. Now back at the Jurassic Park one, there's another thing I wanted to talk about. So I came up with this image. I thought this was the best looking Wes Anderson image of all of the ones. I really liked it, but Raptors is spelt wrong, and there's also kind of a lot of red going on. I wanted to maybe change the red a little bit. So one thing that's nice about Higgsfield is they give you these sort of different tools to help edit within the platform. So you don't have to like bring it into Photoshop and tweak it a bunch. So you can go in Paint and then say, okay, like boom, I just want to erase this little bit, you know, and then you can say like, change the word to be, and then quote, Raptors, whatever. You can put like, you can edit it, which is great. And so that's what I did, and I updated it. And then I got it to spell the right way. And then, so here's where I was at with the right spelling. Great, but I still want to kind of change the lighting a little bit. It was a little bit maybe harsh. So they have this really cool feature called Relight, which gives you this like 3D little map here of like where the light angle is at. And so I just sort of like, let's see what it does when I go down lighting. And that gave me this, which is like, oh, that's exactly what I want. If you could look at it compared to the original, that's some pretty good improvement. All within the platform, all within a matter of minutes. So very powerful. And I think you could do a lot with this. I also wanted to try different angles. You know, I mentioned that you can do different parallax because you train the Soul character with a bunch of different reference materials, including different angles. So if you look here, I was like, give me a profile of Dr. Grant. This is what I did. Pretty cool. Character consistency. Now, if I got a front on of this, I could get a really cool video of him looking around. So that's what I mean. When you get a character moving around, you can keep him consistent with something like Soul. It could be very powerful for that. Going back to our prompt from earlier, Dr. Grant eating a hot dog. Like, it says Grant in the background. It's great. I think this one has a specific application. I think if you're using it for images on Instagram, if you're an influencer even, you could use this to make a bunch of different content very quickly. I think if you're making videos like me, I would use it to download the images of the characters and use those as reference images in my much larger project sequences. So anyway, it's available now. I'm going to leave some information about it in my description along with a link so you can go check it out. Let me know your thoughts about it. What do you think? Did you get some cool images out of it? Anyway, if you like this stuff, subscribe. I've got more content coming, and I will talk to you next time. Thanks for watching.